Today I'm going to be talking about digital competence. While it is easy to use set definitions to describe digital competence, it's an umbrella term that encompasses a huge range of ideas, some of which will be highlighted here. Digital competence has been introduced as a core requirement of learners' education in Wales. This is following the release of a report, A Curriculum for Wales, A Curriculum for Life, in 2015. The framework has created the necessity for all teachers of every subject to incorporate digital competence into their lessons, in an effort to ensure that all learners are able to fully access all that society has to offer. The Digital Competence Framework explains that digital competence is the set of skills, knowledge, and the attitudes that enable the confident, creative, and critical use of technologies and systems. It further states that it is essential for learners if they're to be informed, capable, and have the potential to be successful in today's society. The framework has been introduced as a result of the Donaldson report entitled Successful Futures, which laid out recommendations for the future following Professor Donaldson's extensive review of the education system in Wales. The Digital Competence for Lifelong Learning policy document, created for the European Union's Joint Research Centre, explains that advanced digital competence does not automatically follow from the ability to use ICT tools, and notes that the challenges in relation to digital competence are privacy and security, ethical and legal use, a critical attitude in creating content, and a critical attitude in using content. Young people are used to living in a world where information and entertainment are instantaneously accessible. This creates circumstances where learners are impatient and lose interest quickly. In order for the education system to capture the interest and imagination of students, it is therefore essential that the medium through which they access the majority of the world is incorporated into school life. The framework is broken down into 4 areas, which are citizenship, interacting and collaborating, producing, data and computational thinking. Citizenship is about learners building up their knowledge about their online health and well-being, teaching them how to avoid the negative aspects of the digital world, such as cyberbullying, along with the best ways to ensure their information is private and not available for everyone to see. It also aims to teach them about copyright, the law, and what this means about what they use the internet for. Interacting and collaborating aims to teach learners how to link with others online to get things done, about sharing information and ideas. It's also about learning how to explain their own needs. Producing is about learning how to create apps and videos. It's also learning how to plan, search for, and find information and evaluate their work as they go along. Data and computational thinking teaches learners about understanding and using the information available to them via the internet, learning how to tell the difference between a good or reliable source and a bad or unreliable one. All of this work can be done using whichever devices the classroom or the learner has available to them, such as computers, tablets, and mobile phones. What employing this in the classroom means for learners is that they will be able to use and access these digital tools and media as part of their everyday day-to-day learning. This will not be as an add-on task, but part of the daily structure, with digital work supporting any written work and linked through digital means such as QR codes. Cloud storage can be used to store ongoing projects or assignments, allowing users to access their work both at home and in school. Dependent upon the school's policy, there are apps that can be downloaded by students onto their phone. So interactive questionnaires and polls can be taken during class, which also offers an excellent opportunity for formative assessment. Due to the fact that actioning the framework within the classroom is mandatory, this does initially mean additional work for teachers, incorporating learning into their lessons that was not previously a requirement. While a lot of teachers will already be doing this without the framework in place, there are many who will need to refresh their skills and the Welsh Assembly Government has created a database of classroom task ideas that can be accessed and which will be built up over time. Teachers can also access community areas via Hub, where they can share ideas and resources with one another. Personally, I think that despite the additional requirements on teachers initially, this framework will be hugely beneficial in the long term. It's very clear that society is becoming increasingly reliant on the digital world, with things like banking, shopping, and even online doctor's appointments. Learners are fully engaged with this world. However, they do not necessarily understand the pitfalls. The framework ensures that they go into the digital world with a healthy understanding of their needs, the rules, the dangers, and how to avoid them. Thank you.